to the Christmas edition of Fresh and Retro.
Ho, ho, ho. I am Trent.
And I am Jason.
And this is Krampus.
Oh, it's that time of the month?
You didn't know?
No, sorry. I didn't know you got that.
We do a weekly episode.
Okay. Well, again, this is our Christmas episode. We're going to focus solely on Christmas. This probably won't be an hour long.
But it's coming out on Christmas.
Yes, on Christmas.
So that means you'll listen to it.
New Year's.
Yeah, New Year's.
Yeah. So, Merry Christmas.
And Happy New Year's.
Happy holidays.
Happy Happy Hanukkah.
So, what do you have on the menu?
I think you can go first. You probably have a lot more than I do.
I do. I have like 18 pages of stuff.
I wasn't prepared.
Well, you know, Christmas is always family and gatherings, but the other big thing that people love around Christmas time are the movies.
Yeah, they're the best.
There's tons of Christmas movies out there, and they're not always the best. There are some ones that are horrendous.
They're the best.
Well, one thing I've noticed in Christmas movies, if you really pay attention, they are dark. Very dark.
It's funny you say that because I was watching a YouTube video about this dude who has this. I'll go into it later. It's about Home Alone, but he says that there's not that much dark about Home Alone, but another movie, Santa Claus, with Tim Allen.
Yeah, dude, the very beginning of it is dark, and then the whole.
Why are people focused on it? Because I've heard it was trending on Twitter. This dude made a video about it. It's like getting more popular, but it's been out for like 20 years.
Well, when you think about it, okay, first you watch Santa Claus die.
Yep. And
then Tim Allen becomes Santa Claus.
That's not the dark part.
And when you think about it, he has a son. To become Santa Claus, he has to disown his family.
The elves don't care that Santa died.
Well, yeah, because it's not real.
It's someone dying.
Yeah.
Their leader, their master.
Well, they didn't see it, though.
No, they know it's different.
Yeah, they know it's different.
There's nothing like him.
That I don't see as dark. That's supposed to be that.
What's supposed to be dark.
It's supposed to be the presence of whoever he is becomes it. But to me, it was this guy is basically going to have to lose his entire family. It's almost witness protection program.
Yeah.
To become Santa Claus.
It's just surrounded by a bunch of little people.
Right, yeah. I mean, other ones that have it, Home Alone is dark.
Mm-hmm.
You know, kids left alone plus all the horror that he sees. And then in New York, again, he's abandoned. He's a kid who has tons of issues. A Wonderful Life is all basically about depression.
No, it's a Wonderful Life.
Scrooge or
Scrooge.
Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
You know, they're dark. Those are very dark stories. I mean, yes, all these have they have happy endings, but you have to.
It's the journey.
Yeah.
The journey.
The Christmas journey is a dark place, and that's just really weird to me.
I mean.
What?
It's kind of dark.
But I mean, there's movies people don't consider Christmas movies.
Die Hard.
Die Hard's one of them. Die Hard 2.
Die Hard 4.
I mean, it's whatever movies that happen around the Christmas theme, people have adopted as Christmas movies.
Mm-hmm.
One that a lot of people forget was Gremlins.
It's a Christmas movie?
He buys him it as a Christmas present.
In Japan.
No, in like Chinatown. Yeah. So when he buys the Mogwai, he does it in Christmas time. It's a Christmas present for his son.
Oh.
And there's all these scenes like when they're doing stuff. There's like Christmas stuff on them, and yeah.
What about Gremlins 2?
Well, hang on Christmas. No, Gremlins 2 takes place in a different time.
It's New Year's.
Actually, it's President's Day, and I know that for a reason. Hang on.
Okay.
In Gremlins 1, the really dark part, not just them murdering people, but Phoebe Cates has this monologue.
Vagina monologue?
Talking about why she hates Christmas. And in the movie, she tells how her father disappeared at Christmas.
He got a pack of smokes.
And what had happened was he had dressed up as Santa, got drunk, and tried to go down the chimney, got stuck, died, and rotted in the chimney.
Oh. I know I've heard that joke before.
It's not a joke.
No, but someone made it a joke.
In Gremlins 2, they make fun of that story because they talk about President's Day.
And someone dressed up as Abe Lincoln.
And she starts, she starts talking about something with a guy dressed as Abe Lincoln, and they like push her aside. Like she starts going into that.
So she just has men around her that dress up as
different characters.
Yeah, and just get killed somehow.
I mean, one I know we love. It's got a little bit of darkness to it because it shows the reality of family, but Christmas Vacation. That one's just...
And capitalism.
Yeah, but it's well written. Very well written. It's got some cheesy parts, like the sled part. And
then the cat part.
The cat part's always funny to me. Just the noise it makes.
Yeah.
But it is the chaos that happens when you get family from a bunch of different places together. One you don't like that I love, and you probably learn to enjoy it a little more when you become a dad.
Jingle all the way.
Yep, jingle all the way. Because it's the torture we go through as parents.
Put the cookie down!
But that one even has a dark thing in it too.
What?
Where Sinbad puts the box and
Oh,
says
the
it's a
bomb?
bomb and
Yeah.
it blows up.
Yeah.
I mean, that and of course the irresponsibility of a parent that, you know, does he really love his kid or does he just realize at Christmas, oh, I finally love my kid after, 8 years, turn him into a Sith Lord.
Shout out Haley Joel Osment.
No.
Yes, that's Anakin.
Haley Joel Osment is not. That's I See Dead People.
That's the same kid.
No.
Yes, it is.
No. No, Haley Joel Osment's I See Dead People. That's not.
And Star Wars.
No.
Yes, it is.
I'm telling you, you're wrong.
Haley Joel Osment.
Yeah.
Let's go to movies.
Mm-hmm.
He's an American actor.
Yeah. Yeah. Because Haley Joel Osment was in that. I mean, was in Sixth Sense, and then he was in the Lion one with the two old guys.
Yeah, what's it called?
I forget the name of it, but it's supposed to be a really good movie. I never saw it.
It's a good one, yeah. Star Wars 1.
Yeah. Who played young Anakin? What was his name?
I don't know, cast now.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Jake Lloyd, sorry. That's what I meant. I get them mixed up. They're basically the same person.
Yeah, neither one. Well, I mean, Haley Joel Osment did good in Sixth Sense, but we're off topic of Christmas.
Honestly, I can't tell the difference between the two of them.
Really?
Yeah.
But it is funny that he's mistreated by his father in Jingle All the Way and becomes a really bad father in the Star Wars series, so...
Yeah. Yeah, but it's a different person.
There's another one that a lot of people don't consider Christmas, but it does happen at Christmas. So it's got a back theme of Christmas. It's called The Ref, and you've never seen it.
Is it about a referee?
It's Dennis Leary. He's a crook. He breaks into this house, and the husband and wife are there, and the husband is Kevin Spacey. Mm-hmm. I think the wife might be Annette Bening. I don't remember. But they, like, hate each other. The husband and wife do. Mm-hmm. And he somehow gets roped in, like he takes them hostage, and kind of is like a psychotherapy session inadvertently becomes that for the family. Like, he's sick and tired of them bickering, and, you know, they basically start working out all their issues, and he's the referee kind of for them. So, I mean, that one I've always loved just because the writing's really good, the acting's good, of course. It's very funny.
Of course.
Of course. But I also have a problem with Christmas movies in, as you pointed out, with capitalism, is how many shit ones are being made over the past few years.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And I don't mean just like themed ones. Like, what's the one? Is it Holy Night? No, the night out where they all go out for Christmas together, the friends. We just watched it not too long ago.
We watched it?
Yeah, it was like last year.
I don't
It's
know.
a comedy one where the guys go out, the best friends go out for the
The
night.
Seth Rogen one?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That one, that wasn't bad.
It was okay.
Harold and Kumar, the Christmas one.
Oh yeah, the third one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one wasn't bad. Office Party.
I hated that movie.
It wasn't bad, though.
It was Office Christmas Party was a bad movie. The night before.
The night before, that's it. Now, to me, the bad ones I'm talking about are all these, like, children's ones they're making.
Well, of course.
Left and right.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, the classics still hold pretty well for kids.
Are they making a new Charlie Brown?
Are they?
I think so.
See, but the original
They're
one...
making a new animated Grinch. By the people that did, Despicable Me, Illumination.
So they're going to do it all the CGI version.
Weird, yeah. I said animated.
Yeah, but...
And he's, like, tiny, so I think it's going to be his childhood.
See, we don't need those kind of
Exactly.
things. We don't need... The Grinch story is perfect.
And it's coming out holidays 2018. Whatever that means.
Right, and those are perfect. Like Rudolph.
Yeah.
Even though...
Yeah.
Yeah, we've seen it 1,000 times, so you start to lose its luster.
There's a BuzzFeed article about that.
What's that?
This might be a bit...
Political?
A little...
I think I might have read it, but refresh my memory.
So, the backstory about... Was it in the 50s it came out? Or 60s? Something like that?
Yeah.
The backstory is Rudolph's gay,
Oh.
And his father is disappointed in that. So he tries to hide it for a couple years.
Oh.
And eventually it comes out, and so he has to run away from the people in his life.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I don't think that's it.
No. But I mean, it's like any story. People can adopt it to mean what they want.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Like,
you can find metaphors and everything.
Guardians of the Galaxy is about father that left him.
Yeah. Oh, it is.
It? Yeah, I know.
That really is, but...
Yeah, I'm not trying to be...
Oh,
not trying
smart.
to joke. Yeah.
So, but what I'm talking about is like every time we turn around, I see these kids' movies being made. And a lot of them are for TV.
Oh, well, yeah, TV movies are...
They're just horrendous.
Garbage.
And it just, to me, it's kind of like an oversaturation. Well, when I was a kid, you had your Christmas specials, and they came on at a particular time. You only had so many channels, and you waited all month for those shows. You know, you always had the Charlie Brown one. Mm-hmm. You always had Rudolph. You always had Frosty. Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Yeah, you had those major ones that were every year. They did A Christmas Story.
Yeah, I remember going up watching all those.
Back in the day, they used to do Henry Winkler's A Christmas Carol, which was really good back in the, I think, the 80s and 90s. Mm-hmm. Prior to that, there were other versions of A Christmas Carol.
Like the Muppets.
But those were the things that you grew up watching and appreciating. Now it's just like these kids have 100 different Christmas specials.
Yeah.
And so it's too much, I think, to understand any little Christmas message that's being given.
Yeah, the Christmas spirit's kind of going away in America, I think.
I was surprised. I went to a local store here, and they usually, last year, they had an entire aisle of just wrapping paper. Mm-hmm. And all the stuff for wrapping.
Yeah.
This year when I went there, they had a small box with maybe 40 or 50 rolls of wrapping paper in it. Mm-hmm. That's it. They used to have like 4 or 5 aisles of decorations and other things. They have one aisle.
Mm-hmm. And it's going to be replaced by the 24th.
No, 26th.
I don't know. They're pretty quick.
Yeah. But it just surprises me, like downtown where we live, every year used to have a big holiday bash. One year, I don't know if you remember going, where they made it snow.
Oh, yeah. I know. I heard about it.
And you were there. I just don't think you remember going.
I don't remember.
But... So those who don't know where we are in Florida, and they had these giant machines that were shooting shaved ice out.
It was just
what?
Dandruff.
No. That was when we went to that one place.
Oh, Star Wars 8.
But I mean, there was so much more. You're right. The spirit was bigger, and I'm, you know me. I'm a Christmas nerd.
Yeah, you can be.
I really love this time of year. It's to me the excitement of being with your family and doing special things for one another.
Giving
and all
your
that.
son the best gifts.
Well, no.
That's not your favorite part?
No, that's not my favorite part. My favorite part is getting my perfect gift.
Receiving your son's gifts.
Yeah. But on that topic,
I was going to talk about oversaturation of movies.
Okay, yeah.
I'm still on that topic.
Yeah.
I've noticed Christmas horror movies. Like a bunch.
Yeah.
And I actually watched one.
What?
I think it's like I just had it. A Christmas Horror Story, that's what it's called.
Okay.
And it's a story about these 5 different groups of people, somewhat groups, that in the end kind of connect in a way. Mm-hmm. So it starts off, it's got William Shatner.
Oh, there you go.
He's a radio host. Uh-huh. And he's got someone, like a special guest, who's going to speak. And the guest gets mad and runs away, and that's how it starts. So it cuts to a different group of people. It's these kids trying to break into this high school because someone got murdered there and they want to investigate. And it cuts to this family who the girlfriend, or the daughter is a girlfriend of the kids from the high school. Mm-hmm. One of them, yeah. So that's how those 2 are connected. So it's them driving to a family member. And there's another story of a cop and his wife and son.
Okay.
Well, by the end of the movie, Krampus appears.
Ah.
Yeah.
Gotta have Krampus.
Because the family's family member had this like weird statue that when you broke it, Krampus would come out of the butler.
Oh, out of
the butler. Yeah,
the
her
butler.
The
not
butler.
The butt. Okay.
No, the butler. So they killed him, and then the daughter became Krampus because someone has to be Krampus. So Krampus goes after Santa Claus. I forgot there's also Santa Claus killing off his like mind-controlled elves.
Oh my god.
So Krampus comes after Santa Claus at the very end of his section. They fight, and then you find out the dude from the radio broadcast, a special guest, was actually a mall Santa. And he went crazy because he hates Christmas time. And the Santa Claus story killing off these elves is the mall Santa imagining all these elves, and he massacred the entire mall. So, because it keeps going back to William Shatner. It's like, oh, there's reports of murders happening at the mall,
right.
Crazy man. And so it turns out Krampus was just a cop who is holding a gun, but he imagines it as Krampus, so he runs after him and gets shot.
Wow.
And that's just a summary.
Yeah. But I mean, and I get that though, because my generation and the generation before me, horror movies were everything. Mm-hmm. They were huge.
I think they're coming back. Hopefully.
Yeah, but I mean, 50s, 60s, 70s, there were some really good ones that came out. In the 80s, it became, where I grew up, late 70s, early 80s, there was a lot of just, you watch a lot of the older ones on
Chopping
TV.
Mall.
Well, Chopping Mall, yeah, that was a great one.
The best one.
But, so I could see where people my age and older, who are now the ones in charge of these kind of movies, would be apt to say, oh, okay, yeah, a Christmas horror movie,
It's the best
idea ever. Because they had that horror influence in their life. Yeah, and it's funny, too, is like Krampus being a huge hit.
Yeah, I still want to see it.
And coming out everywhere, like everything's got it now. Mm-hmm. And it's a real German tradition.
Yeah. Also, I want to see Mother Krampus.
Yeah. Well, and I was watching a thing the other day, and there's actually a female Krampus, but that's not her name.
Yeah, no.
She has a different name.
Mm-hmm. That's what our neighbor told us.
And they were saying that Krampus will take you away if you're a bad kid. Mm-hmm. And then it said if you disrespect your parents or something, then the female Krampus comes in, cuts you open, rips out your intestines, and stuffs it with garbage, your body with garbage.
Yeah. That's what's going to happen. Yeah, a neighbor said that they were going to teach their son that when they grew up.
Oh, about Krampus?
Yeah. Could then be good.
Well, the guy that was talking on the show I saw, it was actually on Conan O'Brien, he was talking about how it's, in Germany, they want to keep their children nice and calm, so fear helps.
That is true. Germans are pretty good with fear.
Yeah, they know how to do it. Okay, so back to the whole, you'd said something about, the best gift or whatever.
From your son, yeah.
Okay, so, in your 18 years.
You're going to tell me my gifts?
In your 18 years to date, your best gift you ever got.
Gift I ever got.
Yeah.
This is going to be rough.
Is it?
I don't remember.
You don't remember?
I don't remember many of them, no.
Really?
Yeah.
So I remember mine.
I remember I got an airsoft sniper rifle.
Okay.
It wasn't my best.
No.
I just remember because it fell out of my closet and broke, and I felt really bad. I remember the TV, my first flat screen TV.
Yeah.
My computer, I remember that.
Yeah.
Because it was like a couple days late.
Right, it had to come in the mail.
Yeah, so of course I remember that. Do you remember any good ones that you got me?
Well, that's the thing is a lot of them were, like your DS.
Yeah, that was a fun day.
Because you were about 6, I think, when you got that?
6 or 7, yeah.
Yeah.
And he did the whole scavenger hunt throughout the house with clues and
a
wabbit.
Yeah.
It was a furry creature that I forget what the clue was.
The clue had nothing to do with rabbits.
No, it had something to do with animal, a furry animal.
Yeah, it had to do with
and
gerbil.
I had a gerbil at the time. So I just went, a wabbit! And then you were like, no, not a rabbit.
It's a wabbit, Dad. It's a wabbit.
Yeah.
And by the way, he used to have a little weird lisp when he
we
was
completely
younger.
forgot about that.
Yeah,
That's
we
so
did.
Weird.
We watched old home movies not too long ago, and we all looked at each other when Trent started speaking, and we're like, he had a speech impediment?
It was R's and S's, right?
Yeah. I know mine when I was little. My favorite gift when I was a kid was the Millennium Falcon.
Of course.
Yeah.
I remember my pirate ship. I remember the castle.
Yeah.
I remember the drum.
Yeah.
But those are all the quote-unquote Santa gifts.
Right.
Because he would do one gift from Santa.
Unwrapped.
Yep, just sitting there, and the rest would be from them.
Yeah. That's the way you do it, parents. You don't let your kids idolize Santa and think you don't love them.
But I don't remember any of the actual gifts that you got me.
Well, a lot of our gifts were actually, bigger than the Santa one. Santa didn't give the biggest gift.
Oh, didn't you give me a Lego Millennium Falcon?
Yeah.
That was fun.
No.
Because I didn't build it.
No, you didn't. I did. Spent all day building that. So your favorite was not my favorite, if that's the case.
No, that's not my favorite. I remember the day we got an airsoft. You got me an airsoft gun. This when I was like 10 or 11.
That was an M16.
No,
No?
it was just a pistol.
Oh, the pistol one.
It was the first one you ever got me, and you didn't know how to use it, and you were aiming down at the tile, and you shot, and it almost hit my eye.
Yeah.
So Mom was really mad.
Yeah, well, that
Yeah.
goes to show how I am, but...
Yeah.
But no, when I was a kid, I remember the year that I wanted the Millennium Falcon, I wrote it on everybody's Christmas list for me.
See, I never did Christmas lists.
No, you didn't, but...
I did, I think, once.
Yeah. Well, we ask you sometimes, what do you want?
Mm-hmm.
You know, but yeah, you never wrote them back then.
Now I just do Amazon wish lists.
Yeah. But I remember I wrote it down for everybody, but I was like 7.
Mm-hmm.
So I couldn't spell millennium.
Oh, yeah.
So I misspelled it on everybody's thing. And of course, none of my parents, grandparents, anybody knew what Star Wars was really.
Mm-hmm.
And they all had a bitch of a time figuring out what this thing was. Now, my most memorable present was from my dad. Apparently, there was a year where when we walked through a store, I said, I want this, I want that. And I pointed to everything on the shelves.
Oh, yeah.
And I was told that if I said it again, all I was getting for Christmas was dog shit.
Oh.
I didn't listen, I kept it up. Christmas morning, I come walking down the stairs, because I think we were up in Indianapolis, and there's this giant, like, 4-foot box.
Oof. That's
And
the
I
size of you.
open it, and there's another box, and so on until I get to a small box, and in it, my dad had scooped up dog crap off the side of the road, put it in a baggie, and put it in the box for me.
Nice.
So you never got any of those.
No, I did not. I mean, I got the ones where it's like box inside a box.
Yeah, but never, it was nothing so disappointing at the end. Not like dog shit.
No, not disappointing.
Was your brother once,
Not 100%.
your brother got, I think, peas and carrots,
Yeah.
because he hated them,
Mm-hmm.
so he got a thing of peas and carrots and a Barbie once.
Yeah.
Yeah. I never did the joke gifts with you guys.
You guys loved me.
No, I never did the joke gifts. That was your mom who did the joke gifts, not me.
Yeah. She should be doing that this year.
So basically, I've just done awesome every year for you. You don't have a best gift. They were all so awesome.
I don't think I have a best gift. Because, like, all the stuff that I got from Christmas, I don't have anymore, so I can't remember.
I don't remember. I just remember how excited I was to get it that year, and I remember when I opened it up, that's all I did was play with that thing all day. And
I never really, like...
Your DS, you
I
did that.
yeah.
You played it all day the first day you got it.
Yeah.
And your TV, you were excited about getting everything hooked up.
I use that every day.
Yeah.
But, like, when I was younger, I didn't really play with many toys I got. It'd be ones that I already had, like action figures, like Star Wars action figures that you got me. Of course, I played with those. And then I play with Legos every day because I just love making stuff. And then Hot Wheels. Those are like my top 3. And then Nerf also.
Yeah.
Nerf is fun. But those are like the only 4 real gifts or stuff like that I played with.
Right.
The rest I never really did.
Yeah, because a lot of your other big gifts were like birthdays and stuff.
Yeah.
Like your
yeah.
GoPro was a birthday, things
My
like
laptop.
that. Yeah. But for Christmas, there's just no single thing that you can think of.
Not that I know of.
Yeah.
No. I never really thought about that. Except for the computer. I think the computer would be the best.
Yeah.
Because I use that almost every day.
True.
I'm using it right now.
Okay, so I have on here.
Yeah, he typed this out, which I don't understand why.
Okay, well, I just because it's the holiday season, I wanted to make sure I got these things right. So, here's a story of something that they did in Oregon to try before Christmas holidays to try to get the message out that DUIs are really bad. That they say is that during the time of between December 15th and January 1st, it's the highest time of people driving under the influence of alcohol, drugs, anything. So what they did is they did this arrest. They had a drunk driver, and they had the drunk driver get pulled over, and they did a big media event.
Was it fake?
And they had, yeah, it was staged, but they had the drunk driver get arrested so everybody could see what was going on, you know. Well, the drunk driver, his name was Abominable T. Snowman.
Oh.
It was a guy dressed as the Abominable Snowman.
The Bumble?
Yeah, the Bumble. And when they did the whole thing, the I know I just air quotes on a radio show. The gentleman, the officer who pulled him over and arrested him on camera.
Was he dressed as Santa?
He was actually dressed as Santa, but he was dressed as like a classic
Sexy
Santa. Like he was in all blue because he was an officer, but he had the long robe, the big thing. Yeah. So for all these people to get the message that drinking and driving was bad,
You're gonna be arrested by a classic
you,
police officer.
you had Santa Claus arrest the abominable snowman.
Yeah.
So I thought that was a little interesting.
When you get drunk, you just yell constantly.
I mean, because I guess it could reflect that when you're that high, you might be imagining that the officer arresting you.
What if you're high watching it?
Yeah. Oh, I was taken back by that attempt at, I guess, making it
family friendly, but also
not family friendly, but poignant. This is the time of year.
Funny about no man.
And then I tried to find a really interesting news story of, Christmas time, family, togetherness. Mm-hmm. About 10 years ago, this story happened.
Okay.
And I should have researched and seen what happened to the kid.
Is it a true story?
It's a true story. This is an actual news.
Is it Balloon Boy?
No, it's not Balloon Boy. This is about a 12-year-old boy in South Carolina. Okay. He asked his mom, "Can I open my present?" It was early. It was before Christmas. She said no. I mean, one, she already messed up because she had the present sitting out under the tree before Christmas.
Before we continue, I've been seeing this post a lot. People say that if you're a parent, you get a bunch of empty boxes, you wrap them, you put them out by the tree.
Uh-huh.
And whenever your kid does something bad, you throw a box in the fire.
Yeah, that's
to send a message.
That's a stupid
one less
thing to
gift
do.
For you.
Either you don't put them out there, or you teach your children not to be this way.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty simple in my world.
Mm-hmm.
You guys have never.
No, it's the first year we ever had gifts out under the tree.
Right, and they're not even yours.
Right.
So, the mom got mad. The single mother, she got pissed off.
Oh, is this the one that lit it on fire?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. It was a Nintendo Game Boy, just to show you how old it was.
Yeah.
So, she called the cops.
Huh.
Told the cops what her son did. The cops showed up.
What?
She called the cops and told them.
What did the son do?
He opened his present.
Oh, okay.
Before Christmas. He was told he wasn't supposed to.
Okay.
The cops show up, and you would expect the cops to be like, okay, let's put on a show, let's do this. No. They actually arrested this 12-year-old and charged him with petty larceny. And he was convicted of petty larceny for opening his gift. Yeah, $85 worth of petty larceny is what he got.
That's so dumb.
So the mother sent her son to juvie for opening his gift earlier than he was supposed to.
Well, I guess you're going to have to send me to juvie.
I was shocked. I mean, there was a bunch of these. When I was looking them up, it was like Santa Claus arrested. It's always these mall Santas or something that are drunk afterwards.
Murder them all.
But that one threw me for a loop because it's like, I get it. Your child's misbehaving, which apparently is your child's fault, not yours. It's society's fault, not yours. But
never my fault.
To call the cops because he opened the gift.
Yeah, that's a little weird.
That's way weird. And then she had to have pressured the cops to do something.
Yeah.
I can't see the cops just showing up and being like, "Let's charge this kid.
Dude, let's mess with him this Christmas."
Let's do this joke. And they take it too far.
We're going to teach him a lesson, okay? We're going to put him in the back of the car.
We'll take him to the station.
Yeah, Oh.
Shit, he's
file
in
got
execution.
Yeah, execution?
Damn.
He's on his deathbed. We're going to inject him.
Little Timmy's in the execution chamber.
He asked for mom's spaghetti.
That one.
That's how Eminem was born.
Hmm?
That's how Eminem was born.
Oh, yeah?
He asked for mom's spaghetti.
Oh. So what else you got?
Okay, so I haven't listened to it yet, but I was kind of shocked. Chance the Rapper released a 19-song mixtape, all Christmas themed.
Really?
Yeah.
So the DMX thing is sticking?
Yeah, probably. X gonna give it to you.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. If you haven't heard DMX's Rudolph, you have to listen to it.
It's actually fun.
It's pretty funny, yeah. It has nothing changed, but it's
No.
just him singing Rudolph.
It's fun. I don't think it's funny. I think it's fun.
Yeah.
It is. So Chance.
Yeah, Chance. It's something remixed. So I think it's like a mixtape or album that's already been out for a while.
Gotcha.
It's remixed. I want to listen to it though. I'll probably listen to it tomorrow, Christmas Eve.
Yeah, that's a good time.
Good time. Also.
Wait, I mean yesterday.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago, Christmas Eve. Also, I think I didn't look at this before, But speaking of rap albums, Chris Brown's Heartbreak on a Full Moon.
The one that's like 8,000 songs now?
Well, it was 45.
Uh-huh.
It was like 2 hours and 40 minutes. And I checked just to get this
statistic
correct myself from last week. This one is 57 songs, the deluxe version.
And it's
3
5
hours,
minutes long.
3 hours, 18 minutes. But I didn't realize this before, the album cover is Christmas themed. So I think he added in 15 Christmas songs to the album.
Oh my God.
Isn't that what you want to hear?
You know what I think
12,
he's doing?
12, yeah.
I bet he has like a library, like most artists do.
Most
they
artists
have a
have
library
like thousands of songs.
that they've never done anything with.
Right.
And that's all he's doing is just slapping all these on there.
Yeah, probably.
Because didn't you listen?
I listened to the original.
And you didn't like it?
Oh, no, not at all. There was like 3 songs in there that I would listen to.
What did we hear the other day that we couldn't believe it was a Christmas song? It was like the worst. Oh, what was it? I mean, it was really bad. We were in the store.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I remember like looking at you all weirdly, but I don't remember the words.
Because it was somebody, and you said the guy's name as we were leaving. Yeah. Because we started making a joke of Five Finger Death Punch doing it.
Oh, I just made up a name.
Oh,
I
I
said
thought...
Don Johnson and Five Finger Death Punch doing a Christmas song. It was like, I miss my girlfriend on Christmas. Yeah, that was funny.
But yeah, I've noticed just like the movies, a lot of these songs, they redo them. Like big ones are like White Christmas or Santa Claus is Coming to Town or Rudolph, and all these other artists do them. And sometimes it's just terrible renditions.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's good singers.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden they just do this, and it's like they're not doing it any justice.
Yeah.
So just shut up.
Shut up.
Well, like Michael Bublé does them good.
Michael Bubble. I love that joke. Do you think Michael Bublé went to a French restaurant and they called him Michael Bubble, but with a French accent, so it was Bublé, and he's like, I like that better. Just stuck with it. Michel Bublé.
All right, well, I have one last topic since you're on a joke.
Oh, is this the...
Huh? No, I didn't.
Oh, you didn't?
Dude, when I mapped it out, it would have taken me like 15 minutes to read the whole thing.
That's okay, we're only at half an hour.
All right, so this is a joke that I found online. There was no one to credit it to. It's not my joke.
Was it Albert Einstein?
But I found it kind of funny.
Wayne Gretzky, Michael Scott?
Yes. I found it a little funny. You might think it's stupid, okay?
Probably. You know me.
So it says, last Christmas, Grandpa was feeling his age. And he found that shopping for Christmas gifts had become too difficult. And we all know that. We all have grandparents or somebody who's...
Yeah.
So this year he decided he's just going to send checks to everybody. Mm-hmm. You know, put them in a card, send them out to the family. There you go. In each card he just wrote, buy your own present. And then he mailed them.
Okay.
Well, Christmas came and went. And he realized after the holidays, no one had sent him a thank you card. No one had called him and thanked him. Nothing. He was puzzled over this, so he went into his room where he had written all the letters and tried to see what happened. Well, as he was moving a book and clearing off his desk, he noticed, under a stack of papers, every single check was still there.
Oh.
I'm sorry, but I just find it funny. The idea you get a card from your grandpa. You open it. It's just some kind of present.
Yeah. That would be pretty funny.
I like that one because it sneaks on you. You know, like, you listen to the story and then you click back to
buy your own gifts.
Buy your own present. Because it sounds nice with the check.
Yeah.
You go buy your own present without it. Buy your own damn shit.
Yeah. That's why no one called him. He's not getting any hugs this year.
And what Trent's talking about is I found a very, very, very dirty version of 'Twas the Night Before Christmas.
It's a quote-unquote fan fiction.
Yeah, and it's the whole thing. Like, a lot of them I found were just snippets, like quick versions. Mm-hmm. This was the whole original.
Oh, there's an entire website for people that write these type of things.
Yeah,
they
and
take like either characters or stories, and they just...
Oh, yeah, there was like Star Trek ones, Star Wars ones, yeah. But this, when I had found a couple of them, it was just the short version. Mm-hmm. The one that a lot of people read in the little kids' book. Mm-hmm. And those weren't really funny. But the longer ones, that were the whole thing, that were the original story.
The ones that take more time.
Yeah, they were really long. And when I paced them out, if I was reading them, it's like 10 minutes or so to read this.
That's
and it's
not
like
bad. We can
long.
take turns.
I didn't print it out.
I know.
There were some really rude ones though. Oh my god. No, I mean like I told you one. It was all about being politically correct.
Yeah.
And that one was vicious. There was one about being married. And I mean, it's just going off on, one was going off on wives, one was going off on husbands and stuff. But yeah, the one I found was like, basically started off was, it was the night before Christmas, and the husband and wife are using anal plugs and all kinds of sex toys when Santa shows up drunk with his cock hanging out. And I mean, it was, yeah, it was awesome.
You gonna read it tomorrow?
No.
Or 2 weeks ago?
Yeah. I'll read it at family dinner tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll read it at the dinner table. Yeah, that should go over well.
There'll be kids around.
So, other than that.
Oh, I never talked about the Home Alone thing.
Oh, yes, the Home Alone thing. Let's go back. Quick.
Well,
Oh, no, I'm not saying that.
Oh, it's like 36 minutes. Okay, so this he's trying to do a joke. He was in another video. He quickly mentions in Home Alone 2, at the very end, I don't know if you remember, but Buzz, that's his brother named Buzz.
Yeah, the brother.
Yeah, he sees, because Kevin was left in the hotel room when his parents left, when the prince left him.
Yeah.
So he gets room service every day.
Okay.
And Buzz sees that it's like $990.
Yeah.
So he tells the dad, but Kevin's out in the park
with the woman.
With the old woman. And the dad screams, "Kevin, you spent $900 on room service!" And it's like...
And Kevin hears him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kevin hears him, and the window's not open.
Right.
This dude, he paused it and looked at each and every window. None of them are open. He wants to actually go there and try to test it. But he doesn't live in New York. It's going to be kind of hard.
So he thinks Dad's supernatural?
Or Kevin is a reptile or an alien. Because he's got this, like, super sensitive hearing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could happen.
Gotcha.
He, like, made more connection. It's a long video, but...
No, that's pretty funny.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah, I never connected, because I know the ending's supposed to be like the first one's ending. Because in the first one, Buzz yells, "Kevin, what did you do to my room?" Okay, so I told you with Home Alone, I had read all these little funny things about, not funny things, but backstory things about it. Like, when Marv has the spider on his face, that's a mime. He doesn't really make any noise, and they dubbed it in later.
That's his scream, right?
It is his scream, yeah, but when the spider's on his face, he stayed quiet. That Joe Pesci was not up for the role first. Robert De Niro was. Yeah.
I don't know if I can see that.
I don't know either. And that when Pesci got the role, they kind of had to condition him to quit cussing on set all the time because he's used to adult movies.
Yeah, like Goodfellas.
Yeah, he's used to being able to say whatever he wants. But, and I told you, I think Macaulay Culkin was the 20th kid that they before they casted. He was number 20.
They tried to cast me.
Yeah, I know, but you weren't even born yet.
No.
But the one thing I thought was really neat, because the director is
John
Hughes.
Yep.
And I mean, he in the '80s, high school teen movies, all these other movies he did in the '90s. He did like Curly Sue and a couple other kids movies. To show how much he actually, I wouldn't have known this about them until I read this. He actually is concerned about kids. Buzz's picture of his girlfriend.
Yeah, I know the picture.
It's a boy.
Really?
It is a boy with a wig, because John Hughes did not want to put a little girl's picture in there and have Kevin McAllister say, "Woof, what a dog." He didn't want to have a girl have that stigma in her brain of hearing that, so he had a boy dress up as a girl, and everyone thought, haha, funny, that would make an ugly girl. So I was like really impressed with that.
Woof.
You go, woof.
What an ugly dog. That's a good line.
That was just neat. I like reading these things years later of these movies that you've seen over and over again, and just the backstory of how things were made or reasons certain things were chosen over other things. And this one, because it's a classic now, Home Alone is.
Yeah, I'd say so.
There is a video though, if you look, you can find it. It's of Macaulay Culkin slipping on the ice, and it's non-scripted.
I mean, when he's sliding on the ice?
No. He's when he runs out of the house to go see if the cars are there. There's a cut that they have where he slips on the ice. There's real ice out there, and it's kind of funny to watch because here's this little boy and he falls and you hear the whole crew laugh, but it's not part of the story.
Yeah.
So it's just one of those whoops on set, but
whoops,
whoops, woof, woof, what a fall.
Woof.
And of course, you already knew that the movie was fake, right? Not Home Alone, the one that he watches.
Yes,
Angels with No Souls or whatever. Okay.
Yeah.
It really didn't happen. Just sorry to break it to you.
Saying the water bandits aren't out there.
No.
That is a funny post I told you about.
What's that?
On Twitter, yeah, they took a picture of Marv and I don't know Joe Pesci's name in the movie, and they're like, "You better watch out! The water bandits are coming back. We're breaking into each home, pretending to be cops." Yeah, it's a good one.
I like that.
So, there's a really bad Christmas movie. There's actually two that no one talk about.
I'm sure a lot, but
You know, Kirk Cameron.
oh, we watched this.
We've not
the movie.
We watched
the breakdown on it. Yeah.
Because there's this channel on YouTube called I Hate Everything, and he does this really this 2 or 3 years long series called The Search for the Worst. He's still doing it.
That's where you first found out about The Room.
Yep, that's where I first found out about The Room. Well, no, that was CinemaSins.
Oh, okay.
They do what's wrong with these movies.
I gotcha.
But I Hate Everything did a Search for the Worst on Kirk Cameron's Christmas.
Yeah.
And they try to get it wasn't every sin they try to bring up
in the movie.
In the movie, yeah. But it's Christmas time, and is this the one in the airport?
No, this one has that big scene where he has the monologue in the car with the guy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They're at the house with the really
so
bad
weird.
house party. Yeah.
I think it's one of the lowest rated movies on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
So yeah, great Christmas movie. I recommend.
And you know the history of him, right?
Isn't he Christian?
Well, yeah, Kirk Cameron was. Show? Well, he was a really huge teen star. Mm-hmm. He was on a famous show, Growing Pains.
Yeah.
He played the oldest son, and out of nowhere, he all of a sudden was a born again Christian, I think, out of nowhere, and then he started doing these videos and just not documentaries, but I don't know, not sales pitches, but something like that, where it was, here's why the Christian faith is great, and he was given all these inspirational movies that he was making, and out of nowhere, this is just what he became, and it just shocked everybody. Even people that were in the industry with him, that he just did this huge turn and has run with it since. So, and then he ends up making a bad Christmas movie that it's really preachy. It is.
There's someone that smokes pot in it.
Yeah.
And they just tear the person apart.
It's really. It is bad.
Yeah.
And then they destroy the premise of what Christmas is actually.
Yeah. They get rid of the meaning of Christmas in the movie.
Yeah, because it's not about family or anything. They go the full Christian route of. What Jesus Christ's birth, and that wearing sweaters is wrong, and having a Christmas tree is wrong, and
it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
The other movie has a great actor, Tim Allen, again.
So we already talked about Santa Claus.
Nope. Christmas with the Cranks.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
You don't have to.
No problem.
I haven't seen it, but I did watch a video about it.
Okay.
And I don't know why it was made. It's this...
Because Tim Allen was at his peak at some point. So they thought if he was in a movie...
He's still at his peak. What's that show he's on, Last Man Standing?
Not anymore. They canceled it.
Yeah,
when he did his big monologue, his anti-PC monologue, they canceled it. Somebody else I thought picked it up. I think Fox picked it up or wanted to. But...
You're saying something. Did you say something about his peak?
Yeah, that's why. Oh, because... When an actor like him, he would be able to draw people with his movies. Even though his movies weren't great, people loved him at a point. And so just casting him in something they would think would automatically make the profit.
Well, it wasn't just him. I have the list here.
Oh yeah?
It's Tim Allen and his wife, Jamie Lee Curtis.
Okay.
They tried to eschew? Is that a word?
Yeah.
What does it mean?
Eschew?
Yeah.
Eat. Read the full sentence.
Finally alone for the holidays, Luther and Nora Crank plan to eschew the Christmas traditions.
Doesn't that mean change?
I think it means, I don't know. Because the story is they try to take a Caribbean cruise during Christmas time.
Change or avoid or do something different. Yeah. So it's like 4 Christmases.
No. Because the neighbors, Dan Aykroyd and his wife, want to win the best decorated Christmas tree.
Okay.
That's whatever.
And the house type thing?
Yeah, but it's the whole street has to be decorated.
Right.
So they get mad and they try to keep them at the house, and at the end they realize that the Christmas spirit is actually in them and they want to stay.
Oh.
But I think they already bought the cruise tickets.
Oh, that's a waste of money.
Yeah. This is like the day before Christmas.
I was like, well, Four Christmases. There was only one funny part in
I
Four
haven't
Christmases.
seen it, but it doesn't really.
Reese Witherspoon and Vince Vaughn, yeah.
Yeah, I know they visit like his brothers and they try to beat him up.
Well, the whole premise is they lie to their parents about why they're not coming to Christmas, and all their family, they're making all these excuses, but really they're going on a cruise.
Uh-huh.
And the media happens to come up and interview them as, where are you going for the holidays? And they say it, and then of course their phones ring, so now they have to do all the family stuff.
Wow.
Yeah. The funny part was Jon Favreau being like a UFC guy.
Yeah.
But I always like him. He's.
I don't know why. I didn't like him in Spider-Man.
But again, the poor quality of Christmas movies.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you're gonna get your dumb comedy ones, and you're gonna get your sappy, fun ones like Christmas with the Cranks or whatever. But I don't think there's been one recently that I've been like really happy with as, okay, this is a good Christmas movie.
Yeah, I think we're out of that time.
I mean, somebody's got to do a good one soon.
I don't think so.
Unless we're just missing ones. I mean, like everyone says Love Actually is one of the best Christmas movies that's come out lately, but
it's got the worst word in the world.
Yeah, it's got love in the title. No, I won't watch a movie that just blatantly says...
This is actually love.
Yeah.
If your love is not like this, then you're doing something wrong.
But I mean, I just, like Scrooged, for years, I loved.
I don't like it.
It was a great rendition of the tale to me,
Yeah.
and I love Bill Murray.
Yeah.
You know, and knowing the backstory of things like she really hits him when she punches him. Yeah. Not with the toaster, I don't think. No, it's the time when I think she just punches him in the face. I think she like blacked his eye out or something. But that one, it was always a fun one to me, you know. But yeah, it's hard to pick ones that are just nowadays really good.
Yeah, I don't know the last Christmas movie that actually came out.
Well, Harold and Kumar Christmas, as sappy as it was at times.
2009 or 10.
Yeah, but as sappy as it was at times, they did really good, especially bringing back NPH.
Yeah.
You know, and his whole story was awesome.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, I heard the live version of A Christmas Story that people enjoyed it.
They did one?
They did a live one.
Was it in town?
No, on TV.
Oh, okay.
And what's her name? Maya Rudolph was the mom. And I forget, there's a bunch of other famous people that did it.
Who's the kid?
Yeah, I don't even know. That's what I'm saying. I saw it briefly.
Was it Haley Joel Osment?
No, it was Jake Lloyd. But yeah, I can't. It's hard. Maybe, you know, maybe there are ones out there. What?
It really bums me out that I mixed them up. I always thought Jake Lloyd was a Sixth Sense kid. Like, as kids, I can't tell them apart.
Really? Because Haley Joel Osment has a very distinct face.
His eyes are so small, but then again, Anakin's eyes are so small.
But there was a difference. A major difference.
One has a big head.
No, Haley could act.
I don't think he can.
I said he could. I don't know if he can now. Jake Lloyd couldn't. Kid was a robot from day one.
Hey.
What?
I don't care. He's been arrested. He's cool.
But we did forget your favorite Christmas movie.
I have a favorite Christmas movie?
You do. Elf.
It's not my favorite, but yeah, I do.
But that's a recent one that's done really well.
Yeah,
that's done.
He turned down... Oh, how much was it? I just learned this yesterday.
What, to make a sequel?
Yeah, to make a sequel. He turned down so much money.
So instead of doing that, he's making Daddy's Home 2?
Yeah. Oh, that's a Christmas movie.
Daddy's Home?
Daddy's Home is a Christmas movie.
The first one is?
Yeah. I think so.
I don't remember it being Christmas time. I just remember they had the father-daughter dance or whatever. Yeah, I don't remember it being at Christmas time, but it might be. I know
the new one is. The new one is definitely.
Yes, the new one is.
We're both looking up stuff on our phones.
No, I'm talking though, so.
I'm trying to, but like.
Well, you were talking about Elf and how much he got offered.
I'm still looking it up, okay? Okay, Elf one was 2003. Okay.
Elf was 2003.
Yeah. It's not on here.
But.
How much money did? No, stop.
What about Bad Santa? Because I haven't seen that.
Bad Santa. What's that? Oh, that's a stupid. No, I don't.
With Billy Bob Thornton.
I never watched it.
Really, I thought you had.
It was on HBO once, and I watched part of it.
Because I know they made a sequel of that.
Yeah, it just came out, didn't it?
No, it was a few years back.
It was like a year back. It was last year.
Was it? Oh. And I know you like the Jim Carrey's Grinch.
No, I watched it recently and I hated it.
Okay. You liked it when you were younger or something?
Yeah, when I was younger, I actually really liked it, but now... Oh, okay. Nope, no. Okay, here it is. So, for Elf 2,
Yeah.
Will Ferrell was offered $29 million and he turned it down.
Because I think that's smart.
Yeah, I don't think he should have been...
There shouldn't be a sequel to that. It'll kill it. I think that would kill the fun of it.
Yeah, I think they talked about it again in 2013, which that'd be too late.
We watched a great Christmas special last year?
That was Valentine's. Is that the one you're talking
Valentine's, damn it.
about? Yeah.
Yeah, because there's the very Murray Christmas, which we loved. We watched that on Netflix or something. Yeah, we did.
Was it stand-up?
No, it was...
What is that?
It was just like a skit thing. But yeah, the Valentine's one, yeah. If you guys haven't seen... oh, crap, what's his name?
Michael Bolton.
Yeah, Michael Bolton's Valentine. We suggested. I know it's not, but... And we'll end on this note of a really bad movie if you haven't seen it, because we already talked about Vince Vaughn in one crappy Christmas movie.
Oh.
Fred Claus.
Fred Claus.
Oh
yes.
My God.
Forgot about that movie.
I wish I had. That's like an amnesia wanting...
What's his brother's name? Or the actor?
I know,
Vince Vaughn's Fred. Who plays Santa?
Isn't it the...
I'm looking this up too.
No. You know who he is. Wasn't he a big fat liar?
Oh, Paul Giamatti?
Isn't it Paul Giamatti that plays Santa in that one?
That wouldn't surprise me.
I thought it was. Or he's in it. I thought he was in it for some
He
reason.
might be, yeah. Yeah, I don't really remember that movie.
The one thing that confused me about that movie
It
is...
Paul Giamatti. And Kevin Spacey's in it.
Yeah, is that if he is
Elizabeth
Santa's brother, does that mean he never ages either?
Why?
Well, because Santa's supposed to be immortal.
Well, Santa is millions of years old.
Right.
And Fred Claus is only like 30.
Right. But is he?
Yeah.
Or he just looks 30 all his life? Is he like a vampire?
No. He's
So-
going to star in True Detective Season 3. He's going to be just as bad as in Season 2.
He can't be in 3. Shh. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alerts.
Yeah.
Woody Harrelson does not come back.
Well, what about TV shows? Have there been ones that we've seen?
Office.
Oh yeah, great
The Office
Christmas specials.
are really good.
Yeah, those are really fun.
By the
Simpsons.
way, we just finished Season 7.
Yeah, we just started season 8. So this is where Trendsetter gets really bad downhill.
Yeah, because Michael's gone. I don't want to say anything else.
Yeah, don't say anything else because we haven't seen it all.
Just know you will be happy. Well,
But, like,
Ferrell's in it.
Was Stranger Things around Christmas time? No. Or there is a
There
part
was
where...
just Christmas lights.
Oh, it's Halloween. It's always around Halloween, isn't it?
The second one was. I think the first one.
I know
Christmas
she uses the
up.
lights, but that doesn't have to
Yeah.
be Christmas. But now, like, Simpsons used to do really good Christmas specials, Halloween specials. That's something I'm... Like, Big Bang does a Christmas episode. Most of these sitcoms do Christmas episodes, but there's, like, a lot now I've noticed they're lower key.
Well,
Brooklyn has
they
a
do
really good Christmas
yeah,
one.
because each year that's the ceiling one, right?
Yeah.
They have to, they do a game with the whole gang.
They have a belt.
Is it a belt?
Yeah, it's like a WWC belt. Yeah.
And they have to try to steal it before the end of the day.
Yeah. And they have teams of people that are trying to figure out how to steal it, how to play. And it's actually a really
smart,
fun episode. Yeah. So those still do Christmas ones, but I don't know.
Yeah, like Mr. Robot doesn't do one.
Westworld, some of these just don't do Christmas episodes.
They're not even on around December.
Yeah, it just sucks.
Yeah.
Walking Dead.
I want to see a Preacher Christmas episode.
Yeah, that would work.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Because like Santa comes and they have to fight. He's like, my evil spirit.
South Park does Christmas ones.
Game of Thrones, yep. That was Black Friday, but still Christmas time.
No, they do Christmas one. Well, like the one where Santa saves the kids and Jesus dies.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
And he gives a big long speech of how Jesus gave his life for all of us. And yeah.
I think Game of Thrones is better than that one.
Oh, the Game of Thrones Black Friday one was really good.
Most definitely.
That was one of their smart.
Wiener, 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 wiener.
And that one built up for a while too.
It was 3
like,
episodes.
yeah. Well,
Yeah, about 55 minutes.
That's good.
It's not bad.
Almost an hour.
Almost an hour. We can go 5 more minutes.
No, that's okay.
I'll play a little song.
Yeah, that's his Christmas jingle.
Do-do-do. That's my scene.
But we do want to wish you all a Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Happy New Year.
Happy Merry.
Although we will have another.
Yep.
On New Year's Day, we'll have our
Day,
first of the next year.
Yeah.
And we're going to do a year in review, kind of.
Yep.
I was going to suggest what I wanted to do was what you thought were the best in each certain topics.
I was similar. I have a list of my favorite things
Of the year?
Media, entertainment, stuff like that, and worst things.
Well, the other thing I was going to suggest too is not just the best thing that came out this year, but the best thing that you discovered this year. Because there might have been music that you heard this year that might have been a couple years old.
Yeah.
Like me with book, I wanted to mention a book definitely, but it was a book that's been out for a little while. You know, things like that. Reading bad.
I don't like reading no more.
But I wanted to go through like things that we might have discovered during the year. Yeah. So.
That could work.
Yeah.
I wish I knew about this beforehand.
Well, we got time.
We have 6 days.
Great. Get to work.
I'm sorry, we're gonna be. We might not be busy this week.
No, we're not gonna be busy this week.
Good. I like that. We were busy. That's why I wasn't planned this week.
Oh, because you were so busy this week?
Yeah, in the morning I'd be working.
Yeah.
And then in the afternoon I'd be cleaning.
There's a little cleaning boy.
And then you'd be home, and then we'd eat dinner and watch The Office. And then
Or
it's 10 o'clock.
I'd get home and we'd both be cleaning more. And
Yeah.
Gotta get ready for that Christmas time.
Yeah.
All right, folks. Y'all do have a great holiday.
Special time.
And you will hear from us next year.
Monday. Oh, yeah. Talk to you guys next year. Gosh, Mickey.